welcome back to Procast Performance. Today I'm going to show you everything that is wrong with my 99 Dakota RT drift truck. With it is the battery is dead, so I'm gonna hook up the jumper cables and see if we can get her charged up a little bit. Okay, jumper cables are hooked up, and since I got the hood open, I guess we'll start here. Not a whole lot wrong underneath. It is basically a stock 5.9 liter Magnum. It has been sitting out by these pine trees since last spring pretty much, and that right there is a black walnut, so I do have a bit of a squirrel problem, and there's all kinds of like pine needles and stuff laying in here. Other things that aren't so good is that the tinted headlights and yeah, so the tinted headlights and the Zentech aftermarket HIDs make it basically impossible to see at night. And I put in LED fog lights because I thought that would help. It does not. Other things that are wrong here on the front is that the bumper support zip ties are gone, and it actually has so much camber on the front wheels that when you drive in reverse, it has so much camber on the front wheels that when you drive in reverse, it actually leaves black marks from the front tires being weird on the concrete. Behind these, of course, is rust. The hood balance, or the roof balance, is pretty dope, except for you come to a stoplight and it's so far down I can't see the lights. The rear tires are straight bald from the last drift event, and the rear spoiler looks cool with these adjustable brackets on the back that I made. Pretty easy, but it's actually not adjustable because of this sitting flush there. And even the chrome, it's hard to see, gold chrome on there is getting rusty. There is a nut there, so there's obviously rodents living in here, so I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. It's stinging, so that means that the battery charger is probably working. So I came in here in the fall and it smelled pretty raunchy, and I turned on the heater to try and blow some hot air in here, and you can see that all this stuff came flying out of the heater, and it's like my seats. So yeah, so there's mice in here eating stuff, and I put rat poison on the ground here, and this is my second time putting rat poison. The first stuff I put in there, they ate all of it and it's gone, and I had rat poison in there too, and they ate all of that. And it's clearly evident by the dead mouse right there on the ground. See him? Yeah, so there's it's definitely a rat rod going on now, because there are dead rats in it. The seat's messed up. These seats are out of a Durango, and they're extremely hard to hold you in place when you're trying to drift. It does have ISR hydraulic handbrake, but when I get it to lock up, it actually makes oil leak out from in between the master cylinder and the brake booster. Oh, and it's lovely to see that the rats have been eating my sock to catch any oil and brake fluid. Oh, what else we got going on? The transmission, you won't be able to see this, but the transmission where the gear selector is, in the transmission, the seal is shot and it just hemorrhages transmission ATF out of the transmission. The rear differential, I welded the rear differential because the posi lock or the Sherlock doesn't like to transition for me, and I was going to rebuild it, but then I just welded it. So now if something happens with the differential, the axles are stuck in there because they're C-clip type and they won't come out. Also, there is plenty of rust on it. This actually right here is fiberglass because this all rusted out. Dodge guys know that these fender flares, they hold water and it rusts in there. On the doors right here, the window sills, these things, I don't know, water gets in here and rusts them out. And the bottom of the door, so water comes down to the door and rusts out the bottom of the door. Okay, the charger's been on it for a little while. Let's see if we can fire it up. Light's pretty dim. Nothing yet. Alright guys, I'm going to charge it for a little bit and then I'll get back to you. Okay, the light is quite a bit brighter. Maybe it will start now. The thing about this truck is it doesn't like to stay running when it's kind of cold out, so might keep running, probably won't. Let's see if we can get a good view here. Nope, still nothing. While we're waiting for it to charge up, I'll show you a few other things. It's always cool when you're drifting to drop a wheel at the racetrack onto the dirt and throw some dirt up. That's always cool, right? Yeah, well, it chews the shit out of your rims. They're all tore up there and there. This truck is lowered on some custom spring hangers that I made for the rear, and it's got 2-inch blocks, and on the front it has 3-inch DJM lower control arms. Then we got stickers from all the tracks that we went on. That is Winter Autocross at Road America, Drift Day 71 at US Air, and then we have a Drift Chi-Town sticker from Milwaukee area, Union Grove. So a lot of people ask me about this visor thing here. It's supposed to keep debris from flying in that window when you have it open. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. And that's the brand right there. Oh, it started. All right, yeah, here it's rough idling. I got to keep it on the gas. If it drops below 1,000, it'll die. Let's see. Yep, died. Let's try and fire it back up real quick. Yep. gas is kind of low, and I forgot to tell you guys that if the gas is over half full and I go drifting, it comes flying out of the gas cap. I'll see if I can find a picture and post that right now. Also, the radio is for shit. Let's see if we can turn it to AM, FM, FM.
Fresh coffee to
1021.
Cold drinks and breakfast.
Okay, now I'm gonna adjust the volume.
A full tank to get you where you need to go. Crunchy, chewy.
Does nothing. No volume. Doesn't change. Spinning that as fast as I can. Oh, it went down. The volume went down. I'm turning it up. Let's go the other way. Radio is for shit. Turn it off and turn it up. Turn it back on. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Oh wait, this is the power one. There we go. Turn it off. Try and turn it up. Turn it back on. Nothing. Oh, it's on CD. AM, FM. Let's try CD. All that remains. Yep, works great. Alright, let's see if I can let off the gas, if it'll keep running. Nope, dead. Alright guys, I'm gonna let her warm up here for a minute. I found more evidence of a mouse. Apparently they like Tums, so somebody was in my glove box and ate my registration. And also you can see all this shit that they were living in the air vents, and I turned the heater on and it all blowed out all over the place. Front lip right there, and extra oil because you know she leaks. Alright, finally it's idling at its own, about 650, 700 RPM. Alright guys, well surprisingly it still runs. Last thing we gotta do is see if it does a burnout. Alright, now to add to the list of things that are wrong with this truck, I pretty much ripped the front bumper off, but that doesn't mean we ain't gonna do a burnout. Let's get on it.
Shakalaka to the dance out.